Welcome to Femme Guide Daily. Before you settle in, let me say this slowly. Some of the deepest control over your life doesn't come from enemies. It comes from the people you trust, desire, and open your heart to. And if that sentence made your chest feel tight, stay with me, because today might change how you see every relationship you've ever had. Before we go any further, I want you to do two small things that protect your future self. Subscribe to this channel and like this video. Not for me, for you. Because what you're about to hear isn't popular, it isn't comfortable, and it definitely isn't taught openly. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now listen to me carefully. This is not about hating women. This is not about blaming women. This is about understanding behavior, human behavior, so you stop being controlled by emotions you don't even realize are being touched. I'm talking to you like someone who actually cares if you waste your years confused, drained, and doubting yourself. Most men are not weak. They are unaware. And unaware men are easy to control. The darkest manipulation tactics are never loud. They don't look evil. They feel like love, concern, passion, or even destiny, and that's why they work. Let me start with something uncomfortable. Women don't need physical strength to control a man. They don't need money. They don't need authority. They control through emotion, perception, and meaning. And the man who doesn't understand his own emotional triggers becomes predictable. Easy, programmable. The first tactic is emotional withdrawal. This one destroys more men than cheating ever could. Everything feels warm at first. Attention, affection, validation. You feel seen, desired, chosen. Then suddenly, without explanation, it fades. Messages get shorter. Energy drops. Touch disappears. And your mind starts racing. What did I do wrong? How do I fix this? Why does this feel like punishment? Here's the dark truth. When affection is given and taken without clarity, your brain doesn't see it as distance. It sees it as danger. You start chasing stability instead of truth. You overgive. You apologize for things you didn't do. You abandon your boundaries just to restore the feeling of connection. That's not love. That's conditioning. And once a man learns that love can disappear at any moment, he becomes careful, obedient, and afraid to speak honestly. The second tactic is selective vulnerability. This one is powerful because it looks pure. She opens up. She shares pain, trauma, tears. You feel special, chosen as the one she trusts. You step into protector mode, fixer mode, savior mode. But notice something important. Her vulnerability always pulls you closer. Yours pushes her away. You open up later, expecting balance. Instead, you feel judged, minimized, or suddenly less attractive. So you learn to be strong, silent, useful. That's not emotional intimacy. That's emotional leverage. When a man becomes the emotional container but never the emotional equal, he stops being human in the relationship. He becomes a tool. The third tactic is comparison without competition. She never directly compares you. She just mentions others casually. My ex used to do this. My friend's boyfriend always. Real men usually. No attack, no insult. Just suggestion. And your mind fills in the gap. You start measuring yourself against invisible standards. You work harder. You perform more. You chase approval that keeps moving. This is how control works quietly. You think you're improving for love, but you're actually performing for validation. And validation is a drug. The fourth tactic is guilt disguised as care. This one sounds gentle. If you loved me, you'd understand. I just feel unsafe when you do that. I guess I care more than you do. Now pause. These statements don't ask for communication. They demand compliance. Your needs become threats. Your boundaries become disappointments. And suddenly, protecting yourself feels selfish. A man who feels guilty for having needs will always sacrifice himself first. That's how resentment is born. And resentment kills men slowly, from the inside. The fifth tactic is future faking. This one hooks your hope. Big dreams, big promises, marriage talk, forever language, plans that feel real but never arrive. You stay because of what could be, not what is. You tolerate disrespect because you believe it's temporary. You endure confusion because you think clarity is coming. But hope without action is a leash, and the man on the leash always waits. The sixth tactic is emotional unpredictability. High highs, low lows, passion followed by distance, love followed by coldness. Your nervous system never rests. You become addicted to the highs because they feel earned after the pain. Your brain starts confusing chaos with chemistry. This isn't romance, it's emotional gambling. And men who grow up without emotional education fall for this deeply. Because intensity feels like meaning, it isn't. The seventh tactic is silent punishment. No argument, no explanation, just silence. You replay every moment. You apologize just to end the tension. You accept blame just to restore peace. Silence becomes power. And once silence controls you, your voice disappears. The eighth tactic is identity erosion. Slowly, subtly, she questions parts of you. Your hobbies are childish. Your friends are bad influences. Your goals are unrealistic. At first, it feels like guidance. Eventually, you don't recognize yourself. A man who forgets who he is becomes dependent on who he's with. That's the most dangerous place to be. Now hear me clearly. Not all women do these things, but the men who never learn about them suffer the most. Because manipulation doesn't require bad intentions. It only requires unexamined behavior and emotional imbalance. And here's the part most men miss. If these tactics work on you, it's not because you're stupid. It's because you were never taught emotional self-defense. No one taught you how to spot patterns. No one taught you how to regulate emotion under pressure. No one taught you that love should feel safe, not confusing. So let me give you something powerful. Control loses power the moment it's seen. A healthy relationship does not make you feel small. It does not require fear to function. It does not punish honesty. Love should not feel like walking on glass. A strong man does not dominate. He discerns. He watches patterns, not promises. He listens to actions, not words. He chooses peace over intensity. And here's the truth that changes everything. The moment you stop needing validation, manipulation stops working. When you are fulfilled, grounded, and self-directed, no one can control you with affection or withdrawal. When your identity is solid, no one can erode it. When your boundaries are calm and clear, guilt has nowhere to land. This isn't about becoming cold, it's about becoming conscious. Strong men don't fear losing people, they fear losing themselves. And the right woman will never ask you to. If this message hit something deep in you, stay here. This channel exists to sharpen your mind, protect your heart, and help you grow without hate or bitterness. You're not broken, you're waking up. And waking up is uncomfortable at first, but freedom always is. Thanks for watching. Subscribe this channel and press bell icon for